Strata is a family business, and I'm the fourth generation of a family business.
Oscar, my grandfather, in 1919, bricklayer, moved from Lincolnshire to seek his fortune and started doing some house repairs. The builder's yard was an adventure playground for me. So when I came home from school or going to school, we got a joiner's shop behind, we got lorries with the name on. Fast forward to 1968, I joined as a youngster, and we got into house refurbishments, large-scale council house refurbishments, and that was new at the time. And in 1989, decided to leave a board behind from construction and move to Doncaster and be serious about starting a house building business that was separate from contracting.
I'm not the best builder in the world, but I'm a magpie. I collect ideas and influences broadly, and I try and reinvent them and reapply them to Strata.
One thing that was a problem was carrying the name Weaver, which had been around for 80 years. It was always known as a contracting name. And we were uncomfortable that here we are with a fresh product. It's 2000 and it didn't sit.
Our name wasn't cool enough. Our name didn't match with the house types.
And I remember one night I was meeting Andrew in a pub in Ledsham,
where I had to broach this subject of Weaver and these house types.
And he said, well, why don't we look to change the name?
And what was really fantastic was that it took less than half an hour for us to say, no, we need to ditch it.
And then we went through some searching, which was much more difficult. To abandon was easy, to get the right name and the right look with the right logo and talk about a brand. We're actually talking about retail. That's something that was completely foreign to me.
Well, Weaver was blue, so we went red. But red, as everyone knows, it's the colour of passion, it's the colour of love, it's the colour of heat, desire. And we came up with that colour and it had a heartbeat, it had an energy.
We promoted our first development at Catcliffe, and it was called Blue Man's Court, which was sensational.
We had this amazing phone call one Monday morning, and this is only after about 8 months or so after the Strata badge had been hoisted, where they actually rang in one of the customers and said, we've had one of our evenings, and we came with the idea that they wanted the Strata t-shirts with their names on the back, and they wanted their plot number put on the back like a squad number. And it took me about 2 seconds to grab the phone from the receptionist. I remember the photo shoot we did. There's 6 females on one side and 6 females on the other in the middle of the estate, all together, and thinking in the back of my mind, I'm smiling, but really I'm thinking, do not let this be the last time this ever happens. Make sure that this is the start, not the end of something.
And we realised at that point we got something perhaps a bit special.
What very quickly happened was we went from what was essentially a project-specific design to creating a brand, to then saying, so is this project-specific or is this going to be rolled out as Strata? Is this what we stand for? And that kind of fusing of essentially a red glow and a name and an elevation and a feeling meant that customers didn't just say, yeah, if you pay my stamp duty, give us the white goods. There was a connection.